Hello everybody, Basson here, and I hope you liked my last video. That was my trip to the Record Vinyl Fair in Antwerp. I did really fine discoveries. You can all see it in that video. If you missed it, just watch now first my previous video to the Record Vinyl Fair of Antwerp, and then you come back here to my new video. Today 50 great records out of my music collection, my private music collection. You will like it, and that gives you ideas. That record, is that really a great record? I gonna search it and I gonna buy it. I have here my little dog Tina. Say hello to the viewers, Tina. Hello. Yes. She's my darling, and she will be 6 on the 6th of December this year. Alright. And she is very attached to me, and I'm attached to her. And I'm attached also to my vinyl records. Let's begin. This is the first record, UB40 Live. Really a nice record. We have the live version of Food for Thought, really wonderful. Present Arms, Burden of Shame, really nice. UB40 Live. Then Talking Heads, Remain in Light, also really wonderful. That album is definitely one of their best, a masterpiece, once in a lifetime. We have here Houses in Motion, Cross-Eyed and Painless. This is still sealed, like you see. 1980 Brian Eno produced classic featuring Once in a Lifetime and Cross-Eyed and Painless. 180 grams. Another great record, of course. They do a tour now, Jim Kerr and his band, The Simple Minds. Wonderful record. In the past, in the discotheque, they played Big Sleep. Always it was the newbie time. The tempo was down, let's say, and so that song is also a quiet tempo. Big Sleep, they played a lot in that discotheque. On this album, of course, big hit, Someone Somewhere in Summertime, Promised You a Miracle, Glittering Prize, New Gold Dream. Wonderful records. Another wonderful record, this one. The singer is already dead, a shame, but this album has great tracks from the Triffids. They come from Australia. We have here Goodbye Little Boy, that was a well-known song. Too Hot to Move, Too Hot to Think. Here in Belgium it's a bit like that because it's very warm outside. It let me think on the country of my wife, Lady Natalie, Cameroon. There it's also very hot. Good Fortune Rose, The Clown Prince, Black Eyed Susan, Fairy Tale Love. Wonderful, the Triffids. This record I found last Sunday. I had it before. I had then a double cover. This is single cover from the Chameleons. What Does Anything Mean, basically, with my favorite track on it, On the Beach. There is also Perfume Garden, Return of the Roughnecks. Really nice, the Chameleons. Then one of the big albums of the 80s, Big Country and Steel Town. Really one of my favorite albums of the 80s. It's for that I present this also to you as one great album in my video 50 great albums. So Big Country, we have Steel Town, East of Eden, Where the Roses Song, Tall Ships Go, The Great Divide, Just a Shadow. Wonderful, wonderful. They have also always been in the shadow of bands as Simple Minds and U2, but they are certainly on the same level. Wonderful music, great albums. Then a young Billy Idol, Generation X, really great album, Kiss Me Deadly. On this album we find their classic Dancing with Myself. There is also the great track Untouchables, Heaven's Inside. A really, really wonderful record. Generation X. Another wonderful record, and which has a real nice atmosphere and a mystery, is this album of the Stranglers. This was their comeback record when their singer Hugh Cornwell was released from prison. Then they made this album. He wrote a song about heroin and that became Golden Brown, also on this number, also on this record. Really nice things. Also a very good number on this record is Tramp. You must check it out otherwise on YouTube. The Stranglers and Tramp. Wonderful. Then really a masterpiece of a really legendary band, The Clash. Three albums. It was a special prize, I think, but here we find a lot of well-known tracks of them. Hitsville UK, The Magnificent Seven, which song Lightning Strikes not once but twice, Corner Soul, Police on My Back, Charlie Don't Surf. Really a masterpiece, and it has all different kinds of music. There is rock, there is reggae, there is soul, all kinds of styles they used in their tracks on this album. Really, really great. Sandinista, my favorite Clash album, definitely. Then a really nice record. I will remove the cover. Roxy Music, great record. The live Roxy Music album. Really, really nice. And we have on this album 8 tracks, and Out of the Blue is their chance meeting Do the Strand. That will be the most known track of this album. Then we continue with those great tracks. Really one of my favorites, The Cramps mini album, 6 tracks, live at the Peppermint Lounge. You got Good Taste, Call of the Wicked, Faster Pussycat, The Most Exalted Potentate of Love, and also the classic Psychotic Reaction. This was with Kid Congo Powers on guitar. Really, really nice cover. We have still more live albums in this great albums list, top 50. These are Iggy and the Stooges, Raw Power. It's a new record, let's say. It's a repress, but really wonderful with a sleeve. Very nice. Iggy and the Stooges, Raw Power. On this album, Gimme Danger, Search and Destroy, Raw Power, Shake Appeal, and the really beautiful song, I Need Somebody, my favorite track on this album. And who do we got here? Iggy Pop, a really outstanding album. Instinct. This album was produced by Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols. That says a lot. We have a very good, strong, yes, numbers on it. Cold Metal, High on You, Strong Girl, Easy Rider, Power and Freedom. It's a wonderful, one of his best albums I ever heard of Iggy Pop. Really wonderful. And then Rest in Peace Lemmy, or Play Good Bass Lemmy, above there or down there, I don't know where you are. Motorhead and the Ace of Spades in 1980, really a classic album, a classic milestone in the hard rock genre. Lemmy said always, we play rock and roll, yes, but it was in fact, it was hard rock, that I spelled hard rock, yes, hard rock and roll. Ace of Spades, Shoot You in the Back, I like that track very much, Shoot You in the Back. Live to Win, Jailbait, Bite a Bullet, and The Chase is Better Than the Catch. Really wonderful album. The Fall, really nice album. This Nation Saving Grace with a nice track. The Gut of the Quantifier. Another great album. Killing Joke, Nighttime, with their big hit on it, Love Like Blood. I watch the time and we must go on because the time doesn't, we have a lot of records still to go. Virgin Prunes, If I Die, I Die, certainly one of my best records in my collection. Really wonderful, wonderful. Walls of Jericho is my favorite on this one. Wonderful. The Virgin Prunes, If I Die, I Die. And then one of the best new wave albums of the 80s, Sisters of Mercy, The First, Last and Always, with all great tracks on it. Marianne, that's the best track I find really wonderful. Sisters of Mercy, they are in concert here in my hometown Tienen in July, end of July. Maybe I'm going to see Sisters of Mercy. They were on my wish list, still on my wish list. The Cult, Love, wonderful. On this track I danced a lot in the discotheques in the 80s, on the parties. She Sells Sanctuary is on this record. I will open it. Really nice inner sleeve. And they are still doing tours and still playing concerts. Billy Duffy is a friend of me on Facebook, so I follow, I see all the things he is doing, and that's playing his guitar and riding his bike. Echo and the Bunnymen, also a band that's still very buzzy and very good, also one of their masterpieces, this album Ocean Rain. The number with the same name, very nice, and of course their big classic, The Killing Moon, stands on this record. Then we have here Siouxsie and the Banshees. They say Susie and the Banshees, they said a lot of times. Siouxsie and the Banshees live album, Nocturne, one that you must certainly have in your collection if you like new wave rock. Another very good new wave live album is The Cure and Concert, with all their great tracks live. Primary, The Hanging Garden, The Walk, 100 Years of Forests. Wonderful. And then also a wonderful, one of my favorite records of my collection, this one, Holy Wars of Tuxedo Moon with the big diamonds on it, St. John, and In a Matter of Speaking. Wonderful. Tuxedo Moon. Also one of my favorite records is a Belgian group, Arum Amore. They will be in concert. They return. They ended the band some years ago, but now they will play one show on Sinners' Day later this year. Aroma di Amore. They sing in Flemish and it's really wonderful. Really wonderful. On this album, Mama is sterker, een hoofd in de supermarkt, koekoek in de stad, een jongen en een meisje, de centrale IJs-E, and on the other side, Zonder omzien. Great record. Also a great record. This band was from my previous town, Ghent, where I lived. Really good band, the Mud Gang. I did an interview with them in the past in the studio. Really great guys, lot of humor and of course very good musicians. On this album is really one of the best albums ever made in Belgium. You have Get Lucky, Life's Just a Bitch, Sold My Soul. The drummer, he sang Monday Morning Blues. Also great tracks, Traveling Man and Sisters in Crime. Really a highlight in the Belgian music, this Mud Gang and Traveling Man. I saw them live in 2009 and some moments they sounded like the Cramps, but that's a good sign also. But they play more garage rock, so like this band, the Nomads. Nomads, Temptation Pays Double, really nice album. It exists in 2 covers, I think. Red Finker Boo Boo, Real Gone Lover, Where the Wolf Bane Blooms, Bangkok, I'm Not Like Everybody Else, very nice track. The Nomads from Sweden. And then also a milestone in rock music, that's this one, the Gun Club and the Las Vegas Story. In the Gun Club, Jeffrey Lee Pierce, Kid Congo Powers, Terry Graham and Patricia Morrison, who would join later on the Sisters of Mercy. So 4 great musicians. They made a very great record. The Las Vegas Story, one of my favorite records also in my collection. Then an album that I bought years and years ago. I listened to it and it was really great. That's this album from Shriekback, Jam Science. Really nice cover, a lot of wires and really wonderful tracks. We have Hand on My Heart, Party Line, Mercy Dash, that was well known. Really wonderful, all the tracks. So check them out also on YouTube, Shriekback Live or Shriekback this album, Jam Science, really good. So really a really good treasure when you buy this for your collection. Then we have Tsematic, Belgian band, really great records. We have Haha, If You Wanna Dance, Dance, If You Don't, Don't. Arrivederci Solo, Living on My Instinct, and of course Putain Putain, you find it on this Choco album. Then some krautrock from Cannes, from Germany. I think they were very good. This is a green one. Here you see the band. Green vinyl, really nice green vinyl. Ken and Egi Bamyazi Okra Schotten. Really nice. If you like drums and some nice guitars with it, but in fact drumming, you must buy this one. Really wonderful. Then Dylan from Noble Records, that's his favorite Led Zeppelin record, and it's also my favorite record from Led Zeppelin, from the albums that I know. Led Zeppelin 2, we have of course Whole Lotta Love, the Lemon Song, also really nice, Heartbreaker, really nice. Led Zeppelin 2. That album I found last Sunday. This one also, The Doors, also my favorite Doors album. LA Woman, we have Been Down So Long, Cars Is By My Window, LA Woman, L'America, also The Wasp, and the big hit Riders on the Storm. This was also, let's say, the last record of The Doors. Sometime after this record, Jim Morrison was dead in Paris. So, and for me, Jim Morrison was here on his best. On this album, it has the music, he has some rawness in his voice, and also the songs have some have rawness, some songs, and it's really nice. The Doors, LA Woman. Then the second album of the Velvet Underground, also one of my favorite albums out of my collection, White Light, White Heat. First time that I heard that song on the radio, I say I was blown away. I say I must have that record, and I could find it. It's from 1968. We have also The Gift. I know the Bollock brothers did a cover of it, The Gift. We have Lady Godiva's Operation, Here She Comes Now, I Heard Her Call My Name, and we have the classic Sister Ray on this album. A great album. Another great album and another great band. We have Cream, I Feel Free. This is a compilation of one with their best songs on it. I Feel Free, Spoonful, that's a cover from Willie Dixon they do here. They do also a cover of Muddy Waters, Rollin' and Tumblin', the Coffee Song, and we have here also Sunshine of Your Love. Cream, I Feel Free, also one of my favorite albums of my collection. And then this record, also a milestone, The Who and Tommy, really wonderful. A lot of nice songs on this one. You must check it out. Also very nice artwork. This one has had already tough times. So I can see, you see it like that. There is also inner notes. I let it see to you. So really nice artwork, pictures. So The Who and the double album Tommy, certainly that must be in your collection. Then we go silently, we do the change, we're gonna do the step to the electronic records with Emerson, Lake and Palmer. If you like organs and really nice drums and organs that are really played really as a Mozart, you must buy the records of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Brain Salad Surgery. This cover is really very nice. This is a version from Argentina, and it's really wonderful, the artwork. When I saw that on the second-hand market some years ago, I say I must have it. I must have that. And so Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Then we go to the electronic records. We have here a really classic, one of my favorite records, also Throbbing Gristle and the 20 Just Funk Greats. Really wonderful. We have here Chris and of Carter and Chris Carter, Chris and Cozy, they would form Chris and Cozy afterwards. Then a Belgian band I like a lot, Poésie Noire, their mini album Hum and How. I have it recently, some months ago. I could buy it. Really wonderful, one of my favorite albums also. Song of Innocence, we have The Homecoming, Hiroshima Mon Amour. It's wonderful records. Also very wonderful, Executive Slacks, and this great album, Fire and Ice. We have really nice tracks on it, White Fields, Say It Isn't So, Solemn Dilemma. They do also from Gary Glitter cover rock and roll. Really nice, the people of Executive Slacks. And then also certainly one of my favorite albums, the Bollock Brothers and The Last Supper double album. I go very quickly because I see our time is nearly up. Neon Judgment, Horny as Hell with Miss Brown, very nice. From Cabaret Voltaire I chose this record, very nice. Sex Money Freaks is one of those tracks on this coat. In memoriam of Andy Fletcher. This here you see him, Andy Fletcher of Depeche Mode. The singles, really their favorite period for me, the beginning. I adore those early songs of Depeche Mode, really nice. The Weathermen, the Black Album, a cooperation of an American and a Belgian. Second album of Human League, really wonderful, Travelogue. And then we have The Clinic, one of my favorite records also of my collection. Really nice. Dirk Evans, I saw him last Sunday. We talked about the music. Now he is busy with Motorik. He is playing guitar nowadays. Insect, Dreamscape, very nice. We have Vomito Negro. Really nice. That album Human, the Cross on Nature's Back. Yes, my time is up. From 242, Belgian edition also, but another cover for No Comment. And we close the show with Anne Clark, Joined Up Writing. Her cooperation also with David Harrow with the classics. Of course, Our Darkness, we have Self-Destruct. Really nice.